Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 24, and here's what's coming up in today's episode. You guys decided that we should bring Callum Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea to Fulham. Interesting rival switch, and make the teenage wonder kid our next new signing. However, just before that, we do see that the Champions League group stage draw has just been made, and I'm very excited to see who Fulham have got in our first year in the Champions League. So second and final game of today's episode, and what a big test as we take on Spurs away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So absolutely tons of stuff to get through today, guys. Couple of big games and lots of transfer talk as well. Now, with a few days left until the window slams shut and £65 million in the budget, the first thing we're going to do today is make a new signing. And it's your signing as well, because in the last episode I asked you guys to vote between a choice of 4 players for our next new man at Craven Cottage. It was supposed to be 5, but I missed it in the last episode. Right as we were ending, Danny Welbeck already joined Torino on loan from Arsenal, so he won't be coming to Craven Cottage. He's gone to Italy. But I asked you guys in the last episode a poll of 4 players. What new wide midfielder slash winger should we sign with Fulham? The choice was Callum, Juan Cuadrado, Juan Mata and Callum Hudson-Odoi. And in the end, well, I said he was a fan's favourite. Based on all the comments I've had throughout the entire series, you guys decided that we should bring Callum Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea to Fulham. Interesting rival switch, and make the teenage wonder kid our next new signing. So thank you for you guys, my transfer committee, for voting. Callum Hudson-Odoi, let's bring him in. Of course, Callum Hudson-Odoi recently rejected a new contract offer from Chelsea to decide not to prolong his stay at Stamford Bridge. Whether he gets another one and accepts that, I'm not too sure just yet. But of course, there has been talk he could be going to BAYERN MUNICH, perhaps Liverpool. But in the game, for 5.5 million and a 1% won't even bother, 1% sell-on clause, I think he's coming to Craven Cottage. What a steal that's going to be. In fact, here's a question for you guys in the comment section down below today. Where is Callum Hudson-Odoi going to be in February? Will he sign for a new team? Will he be at Liverpool or Bayern Munich or somewhere else? Or will he stay at Chelsea? Let me know in the comment section down below and tell me where you think Callum Hudson-Odoi will be this time in a couple of weeks. So we've agreed on a rotation squad role, perfect. 72 rated, he's not been good enough to be starting our games. 5-year deal, perfect. No problems with the contract so far. No release clause as well. Now I believe he rejected an 80 grand a week salary at Stamford Bridge. So do we need to offer him that much? Not sure. Well, he's on 29 grand a week, so of course he's going to want a wage increase, no doubt about that. I don't think we need to go to 80 grand a week to begin with, though. We'll start off with 40. Let's go 40, so half it. And also a big sign-on bonus of £750,000 as well. And see what Callum says to that. I'm hoping they'll accept it straight off the bat, because it is a wage increase and also a big sign-on bonus. And they say that's a fair offer. So Callum Hudson-Odoi, you're signing, he's in. Forget Liverpool, forget Bayern Munich, forget Stamford Bridge. Come play for us. He's a teenage wonder kid. He's got the exciting prospect tag, and I'm very excited about the future of Callum Hudson-Odoi. He'll go into the bench to begin with. We'll take Zambo off it. Our bench is so top heavy. Hudson-Odoi, Mitrovic and Calvert-Lewin. But the question I'm going to ask you guys now, my marketing managers, you've made the signing. Now what number should Hudson-Odoi wear at Craven Cottage? Now we could give him number 8, which I believe is vacant right now. And I think that would be an interesting number for Hudson-Odoi, wearing number 8. He can play through the middle, of course, don't forget. We could give him number 14, take Schürrle's number away, because he won't be here past next season. He's on a 2-year loan right now. 15, so 8, 14, 15. 20 is what he wears at Chelsea right now, so that is the natural choice, you'd say. Or 25 that he's wearing right now, which actually looks pretty cool on him. So 5 numbers for you guys to vote for. You bought him in, now what number should he wear? Vote in the top right. And Callum will make his debut in the first 2 games today as we welcome Bristol City to Craven Cottage in the second round of the EFL Cup. Lining with a 4-3-3 attack, completely changed side from our win over Newcastle on the weekend. Hudson-Odoi will start in the cam role in this game, see how he gets on being more direct. And as for the Championship side, lining up in a 4-4-2, just outside the playoffs in real life, and us fielding a weakened side, could be sniffing a cup set. Let's see what happens.
They should be able to play on a wider front now, Alan, shouldn't they, with the signing of this winger?
Yeah, they were a bit narrow, I thought, previously, so this will widen the pitch a bit. Should be a good addition.
Very excited to see Callum Hudson-Odoi starting in this central role, because again, he is a winger and we know he's got the pace, we know he's got the agility, but I want to see how he will get on when playing through that middle and again being direct. See how his movement is, and here he is straight away. Hudson-Odoi, wonderful touch, but his shot just wide the post. I think in the cam roll, he could be a really exciting guy to watch. Whoever we were to sign, minus Cuadrado, was going to get minutes playing in a more central role. Either Mata or Calhanoglu or Hudson-Odoi, because they've got the skills to do that. And Hudson-Odoi right now is feeling it. Hudson-Odoi! Oh, shot blocked and Bristol City clear. He wants to make a statement tonight. And here he is again. Great hustle work. Finds Calvert-Lewin down this right-hand side. Steps, crosses. Jacobs goes up, headed away. Calvert-Lewin first to the ball. And there is Hudson-Odoi off the bar. And Bristol City will get it clear. He's looking the real deal already. Great start this from Fulham, but Bristol City now coming out to their first chance. Aarons heads it away. And Mitrovic, who's yet to score this season, is first to the ball. And as Alexander gets away, tries to release Andre Schürrle down this left-hand side. Schürrle steps infield. And I'll backheel it to Jacobs. Nice build up here. Jacobs turns, crosses, Calvert-Lewin, free volley. It's so much more time there. Should have put it down. Being a better team to start off with, but all it takes is one opportunity for your opponents to get in front. If they get it and take it, we will feel a bit of pressure. But here is Hudson-Odoi finding Mitrovic. And now Calvert-Lewin storming forward. And Dominic steps inside, goes for goal and finds it. And there is the first goal of the season for Calvert-Lewin. Starting this game, getting the chance. I really like this kid. It seems like whenever he's on the pitch, Calvert-Lewin, he always plays well. Even if he doesn't score, he has a really good performance. And as Mitrovic makes it 2-0, that is a great time to get a second goal. 5 minutes before the break, we double our lead. Good first half this, already in control. Just won ourselves a free kick. Is it a penalty? It might actually be a penalty. Schürrle was on the line when taken down by Webster. It might be a spot kick. It is. Penalty for Fulham and a chance to make it free. And I've got to give it to Hudson-Odoi on his debut. Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's had a great display. Can he now cap it off with a goal? Going to go to the goalkeeper's left-hand side and our right. It's Hudson-Odoi. And he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way and makes it free. Good debut from Hudson-Odoi. 3-0 Fulham into the next round. Starters you mean to go on them, that's for Fulham in the EFL Cup and for Hudson-Odoi's sake as well. 3-0 the final score, brushed them aside, pretty easy win. We were in control from the very first whistle to the last. 8 shots, 4 on target compared to 0 for Bristol City's sake, and a tinty tiny bit more possession as well. And for man of the match, we'll share it between 2 players. Mitrovic getting a goal and assist, his first goal of the season, great to see from last year's top scorer. And of course, Callum Hudson-Odoi getting his first goal for the club on his debut, putting a really good display out there. I think the biggest problem with Hudson-Odoi, and there's not many problems for him to be fair, is that his stamina is really, really low. It's only 58, which means that realistically he can't play game in, game out. Managing Hudson-Odoi's minutes this season is going to be crucial. If we play him in too many games, then we'll risk burning him out and possibly getting an injury for him as well based off fatigue. But if we don't play him enough, then, well, you know, he won't want to be here, will he? So it's crucial this year that Hudson-Odoi gets the right amount of game time. And that's why I am thinking about possibly still bringing in one of Calhanoglu, Cuadrado, or Juan Mata as well. We can go for one of the experienced players here, or go for Calhanoglu. That will cost us quite a bit of money, but I'm not against doing that, because again, Calhanoglu and Mata can play through the middle, Cuadrado obviously better suited out wide. But I wouldn't be against bringing one of those 3 guys in, again, just to help Hudson-Odoi in terms of his first season here. Maybe a mentor for him, perhaps, a tutor, perhaps. I'm not sure, I'll think about it for now, but we'll get to the Spurs game first and play that. Just before that, we do see that the Champions League group stage draw has just been made, and I'm very excited to see who Fulham have got in our first year in the Champions League. So, let's find out together, our first ever Champions League group draw. I'm excited but quite nervous as well. I'm hoping for a really big test and a really big team, but also a group we can get through, because don't forget the board this season are asking quite a lot from our first year in Europe. So let's find out together. Our Champions League draw pits us against Juventus, Lokomotiv Moscow and Basel. Do you know what? That is probably the perfect sort of group for us, because Juventus, the big team with Cristiano Ronaldo trying to win one for the Italians, Lokomotiv Moscow, who I think we could beat home and away, but also Basel, which would be a tricky test due to their record against English teams. That's a really good draw. So Group H, Juventus, Lokomotiv Moscow and Basel, an Italian side, a Russian side and a Swiss side. It's going to be a tough one, but we can get through that. That's a fun draw. And after that, we do see a bid here for Alfie Mawson from Monaco for £12 million. Now, we rejected a bid earlier in the window from Everton of £9.8 million, but I did say when that bid was made there from Marco Silva, I wouldn't be against selling Mawson. He's our third choice centre-back, and due to development of Cisse, could become fourth choice. 25 years old, so he's got lots of room and lots of years on him left before he starts to decline. 77 rated, but if we can get around 15 to 16 million for Mawson, I think that would be a good sale there. And with the money we've got, we could then bring in a better centre-back for the bench. So let's negotiate and see what we can get from Monaco. And Chief Exec suggests we could get around £16 million from Monaco. And that is something I would definitely take. So let's just start off straight away, because we don't need to sell Mawson. He's a good, reliable centre-back. So if they walk out, I'm fine with that. So 16 million for Mawson. And Monaco say, yes, 16 million for Alfie Mawson. That'll be a good sale, and to add to the money we've got right now, we could definitely bring in a better centre-back for the bench. That's a good sale. So second and final game of today's episode, and what a big test as we take on Spurs away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs lining up in a 4-2-3-1, absolutely brilliant team with Wanyama and Rakitic the DMs, supporting a trio of Son on the left, Lucas on the right, Ali the cam, and Ponce the striker. But as for our team, after the win against Bristol City in midweek, back to our normal first 11, which means that Balotelli once again will start after scoring a game winner against Newcastle United last weekend. 15 minutes in, still waiting for the first chance of the game. Mindful here though, Rakitic finds a bit of space, Tarkowski clears it temporarily, second shot comes in, and Rico denies it and puts it behind for a corner. It's still goalless, slow start to the game this, but it could well explode into life any second now as Smalling clears. Here we go, Rakitic on the ball, finding Heung-min Son, and the Korean steps inside and goes for goal. Oh, he's done that to me a couple of times now. He did that to me. Was it in this series last season or in my CNC? I can't remember. But Son, when stepping inside, has got a wonderful right boot on him. 1-0 Spurs, Tottenham in front. Pretty sure it was the CNC, say, with the Galaxy. Son stepping inside, and my goodness, Sergio Rico last season was a clean sheet machine. But this time he's got no chance. What a goal from Son. Sancho to Sander. Can we respond instantly? Ken, he's found a bit of space to pull the trigger. Just over the bar. Come on, man. 35 minutes in. It's all Spurs, really. Can't seem to get the ball off them at the moment. As Rakitic finds Ponce. And he slides it into Heung-min Son. I saw that coming. Rico makes the first save, but it drops straight back to Son, who turns in the rebound. 2 goals for the South Korean. He is on fire. Well, that is going to do it for a very tough first half. Down by 2, and unless we can fight back and generate some offense in the second half, this will be our first defeat of the season. That man is on one. Doesn't look like that fight back's going to come. It's all Spurs here, approaching the hour mark, still trailing by 2, and a third goal is coming. Lucas Moura to Sidibe, has space to cross, takes it inside himself, and now finds Ponce going for goal. Rico beats it away and will pass out from the back and then just hoof it with Sergio. Still down by 2. I can't believe it's not 3 or 4. Spurs are dominating. Ponce finds space, and again it's Sergio Rico keeping the scoreline respectable until directly afterwards. Second rebound goal for Spurs. Rico makes the save, but Lucas turns in the follow-up. Oh, it's going from bad to worse. Neres just hit the deck. I think he's getting up and should be okay, but now Neres injured as well. This has been a miserable afternoon for the travelling Fulham fans. Nothing's gone right. Well, that was tough, to say the very least. Final score, Spurs 3, Fulham 0, our first defeat of the season. And what a big defeat. Cheers, Son's happy. He was on fire. 15 shots, 9 on target. Spurs absolutely dominated with 58% possession as well. I can't claim anything positive from that game. That was just abysmal. With man of the match, no surprise, Heung-min Son. Just an incredible performance, and he was just way too hard to stop in that one of Spurs getting the big 3 points. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode, guys. So big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. How bad is the Neres injury? Let's find out just before we end today's episode off. It's going to be 5 days, okay, and we've got an international break as well, so thankfully it's not a terrible afternoon for Fulham. It was just quite bad. But that was today's episode though, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and you're out the channel out as well. Wow, West Brom, what a start. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon. Bye.